But in other slightly more relevant news to the stream, there is something about the stuff I've been streaming, the Shadowgate games, that I didn't realize, and that is that apparently Shadowgate 64 was not the second game to come out, as I somehow thought it was, but the third, because the one I'm about to play right now came out in 91, 4 years after the original Shadowgate, and the Nintendo 64 one that I already did, came out in 99, so... But it doesn't really matter because of its own continuity, which we will witness in just a few moments. I try to get the emulator running. Also, for some reason, some of these disk-based, I guess, emulators don't really translate well into the window capture mode that OBS has. So I have to do monitor capture, so bear with me for a few moments as I try to get this to work. Select this, select sub-region. Windows, what are you doing to me? No. Fuck you. Windows, why do you suck so much? Possible very mild cutoff, but nothing too terrible. There. If you want to work properly, only after I resize you, I see. And unlike any of the other stuff that we've played, with the Shadowgate label on it, I guess. This was released for the not really that big TurboGrafx CD. But what is this game, you might be wondering? Well, what's the run button? This is the run button. Well, once we've gotten past this amazing introduction that the game has, with the Windows Flying Stars background, which I don't even think has been on a Windows machine since like Windows 98. We have Beyond Shadowgate, the second installment, not the third as I thought before for some reason, in the Shadowgate series. And you might already know, there's something a bit unique about this game, but might also be the question of how did they take advantage of the CD technology that this game has? Well, the answer to that is voice acting. And that's it. No other way. They take advantage of the technology, but who could blame them, really? Also, wait just a moment. Okay, never mind. There we are. So why not, let's begin this amazing adventure.
The first tale of Shadowgate concluded with the evil warlock lord battling the young hero atop the Well of Souls, far beneath Castle Shadowgate. The warlock lord had summoned a being, the behemoth from the netherworld.
I don't think the warlock lord looked like that, though.
Power, he planned to conquer the world. But with a blast from the fabled Staff of Ages, the young hero broke the warlock lord's control over the beast.
Again, that looks more like a Harry Potter one than the Staff of Ages, but...
The behemoth turned on its former master, and the warlock lord was dragged down into the netherworld by the very creature he sought to control.
Yep, the warlock lord suddenly grew a beard there.
The young hero, now king of the land, realized that the power within Shadowgate would always tempt those who would use its magic for evil. So he became the first of a dynasty, the line of kings, who took it as their mandate to keep safe the power of Shadowgate.
Keep safe the power of Shadowgate.
The second tale of Castle Shadowgate is that of Prince Erik, distant descendant of the young hero, whose father now protects Shadowgate. Prince Erik has for many years traveled abroad, gaining wisdom and preparation for the day when he assumes his father's role.
So already you can see this is not quite the same continuity
Now, in his
as
18th year, a message
64
from his
game.
distant homeland reaches Erik. It is from his father's new advisor, Balazar, and it bears grim news. My liege, it is with great sadness that I inform you that your father, King Erend, has been murdered. While your troops search the land for his assassin, you must return home and assume your rightful place on the throne.
That expression makes me think more of embarrassing news than green news, really, but...
As he steers a course towards Kaltorden's shores, Erik's thoughts are of the family he left behind when his journeys began. He remembers his country, Kaltorden, a land of great beauty, as well as potential danger. He remembers fondly his father, King Erend, whose wisdom and kindness has guided Kaltorden for 30 years. And perhaps, most fondly of all, he remembers his younger sister, Elizabeth.
Well, I wonder where that is.
At last, Erik reaches Kaltorden, his birthplace, and now, his kingdom. His grief over his father's death is all but forgotten when he sees how his beloved sister has grown in his absence. Erik is introduced to Balazar, his father's advisor. While Balazar seems charming and intelligent, Erik still feels a strange unease about him. With a shrug, Erik dismisses his odd apprehension, and they begin to discuss Erik's coronation.
Still haven't said who the guy in the middle is, though.
But suddenly, two soldiers seize Prince Erik.
The assassin has been captured!
That's not the same
And
voice
the
actor.
village says he was hired by Prince Erik himself.
Couldn't wait to seize the throne, eh, Prince?
Shouts Balazar as they drag the bewildered prince to the dungeons.
You'll wear no crown without a head.
And this is how Erik's greatest adventure and the second tale of Shadowgate begins.
Yep, the second story's beginning. And to be fair, you know, needing a head to wear a crown is kind of important to Balazar's credit, but...
Oh, Erik!
Elizabeth!
I know you are innocent, my brother. Something evil has befallen the kingdom, and I don't trust Balazar. I keep thinking of poor father.
I'll have to find a way out of here. As the last of the line of kings, I'll avenge father's death, I swear.
So, for some reason, they do let our sister sort of wander around like that. Also, yeah, you didn't see that. That was me doing the, taking the slight precaution of preparing the save state, since this game does have its own save system, but there's only 3 slots, which are already occupied from my first playthrough, but... You know, as we just heard, this is indeed Prince Erik, the new hero of Shadowgate. And apparently he's a descendant of Lord Jer, because apparently that happened, unlike in the continuity that they have in Shadowgate 64. Jer now has descendants, and I guess he took the throne still, so that another wrestling guy still couldn't get his wish, but that's alright, because there are more people to look after the throne now. You know, the land didn't get wrecked by the Warlock Lord's troops as it did, according to the story of Shadowgate 64 for some reason. And also keep in mind, I guess, that this is supposed to be like at least a few generations after lived. So we got nothing here except a door, which we can't use because our cursor makes a boinging sound when we try to use it. Same with this pile of straw. All of the shadow gates are point and click though, kind of. But if we open up our inventory, we will see that our sister secretly gave us a match. So what we do, of course, is... Oops, no, don't take it away. Is light the straw on fire. And there's a reason why I save state just there. Because this guy comes in, but if we do nothing, he knocks us out with the bucket. And then we are promptly taken away to the place we were told we would end up in. Yep, there goes our head. Oh, somebody keeps throwing that hat back and forth to our right. And before anything else happens, I guess we get to enjoy this wonderful, eerie tune for a bit longer. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a bit weird. There's a certain something that we're expected to see each time we die, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and restore this situation now. Because what we are supposed to do is punch out this guy. Kill him with one punch, but for our trouble we get his key ring and the bucket that he used to put out the fire. So sure enough, let us take one of these things. And since we can't, the door is locked. Let's go ahead and use our keyring that we just got to unlock it. And now we can get out. To the hallway where more guards are, and also a spark that kills them.
My son, there is more to the events of the last few weeks than the murder of a king and false arrest of his heir. There looms a far greater threat, which you must ultimately face within the walls of Shadowgate. I will be with you when I can.
Yeah, so apparently our ghost dad, who can kill people at his leisure, is going to show up a few times. And we need to help him out to figure out what the riddle of his murder is. But in the meantime, let us unlock both of these doors. First, let's check out the door on the left, which has another soldier who hits us with a sword 3 times and kills us while giggling about it. Ah, yes, there we go. Yes, this is what we normally see when we die. Our old friend, death. And I'm gonna go ahead and reload, because we're gonna see that screen quite a few times over the course of this. But what you are supposed to do is use our Kenshiro punching power to knock out the guards. And take hold of this spice, this pepper. Why not? And that's pretty much all you get to do in this room, I'm pretty sure. Space Reaper, yeah. There's Space Reaper again. So what's in this other room? The answer is our rat boy who is torturing this guy in the chair. So sure enough, let's use our punching prowess to take care of that guy. And check out how this fellow is doing. Apparently he's a few agonized gasps away from death, and might have noticed the voices in this game are kind of quiet, so let's mute the music to see what he has to say.
Rosebud.
Rosebud. Why not? I'll allow it. Also, we can't rescue him, we can only let him make that Orson Welles reference. And walk away. because he's dead now. You know, the thing about him being a few gasps away from death was not an exaggeration. So let me see, can I use our keys to open this door? No, is it open already? Apparently yes. But there's nothing in here except a rotting corpse teeming with flies. That's literally all there is here, so let's not waste time exploring. Let us, however, note this hole in the wall here. Something might be hidden within. Or it could just be green flesh-eating slime. That works too. No, let's continue. To this next hallway where we have to take care of 2 guards. Thankfully, though, they are no match for our amazing Fist of the North Star. So let us revel in our victory. And keep unlocking these cell doors whenever we can. Oh, we can't do it with none of these things. Neither of these doors, that is. So why not? Let's see what's in here. The answer is a guy. Hey, how's it hanging? Who's had his bones picked clean? I don't know how this really works, because... Did they, like, string him up and then wait for all of his flesh to rot? Because it must have taken quite a while, because the alternative is... They took his skeleton and hung that, but I don't know. Also notice this big hole in the ground. This pit in the center of the floor. Let's drop in. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, well, that's what. We get eaten by the giant root monster. Well, what we can do here is check out this lever in the corner. Which drops the skeleton man down into the pit. And if we follow, the root monster is too busy eating the skeleton. The mutant giant fungus. It looks like there's something on the floor, but I guess not. I do, however, see this tube. It looks more like a crevice than a tube, but I don't know. That a human could crawl through. That's a bit of a hint that we can, in fact, use this as a bit of a shortcut to escape this place. But what happens if we do that is that we come out here, next to this thing, the Molnir. And if we try to do anything, the guy will, in fact, slice right through us. So, you know, it is viable to take that route if you're in a hurry, I guess, because we do have what we need to kill that monster, but... But I'm not going to do that because that would mean missing a few items, one of which is kind of very important if you want to get one of the endings in this part of the game. So let's continue our trek through the dungeons. Remember, we couldn't open that other door because it was blocked from the inside, I think. Can we open this one? Yes. Our keyring becomes useful again. What could possibly be inside? Oh. Well, a woman's strung up. A young girl with strange wild eyes and unusually healthy white teeth. And you might recall, in the first Shadowgate, there was a bit of a situation where, similar to this one, where if you did anything except kill the woman, she would turn into a wolf and attack us, so obviously we need to free her, right? Well... surprisingly, the answer is yes, because she doesn't hate us, even as a monster. So, having set that wolf lady free, if that even looked like a wolf, let's keep going. What could be in this cell? The The answer is apparently an old guy with a paddle ball.
You're free to go.
Yeah. I don't know how we got to this thing in the dungeon, but... Yep, what a strange plaything to find in a dungeon indeed. But he doesn't care about it, so it's ours now. Also, I should probably explain at some point, I guess, the way health works in this game. Basically, it resets every time you walk into a different room. So if you, and I'm pretty sure that if you, if there's a room with multiple enemies and you, for example, beat one of them, then leave the screen and come back, he's gonna stay defeated. So I guess a viable strategy for that is to punch one of the guys out, then leave the screen, then come back, because whenever you leave a screen and return, your health resets. So we're constantly getting back our full health. In here we've got a Minotaur, which looks kind of like a stag, more like, with the stag horns and all. With a murderous look inside, we can't talk to him or do anything to him. Gee, I wonder what could possibly go wrong if we just get close. Well, you know, for all this, the touted strength of Minotaurs, he sure is taking his time to kill there, to make us dead, I don't know. At making us dead? Sorry, I can't make grammatical constructions properly, no, but... Yeah, this guy's not very strong and, you know, he gets stunned whenever he's hit, so... You do actually have to Hokuto no Ken the Minotaur. And there we go, so let's go ahead and check out this trapdoor, yep, that he was standing over. Having a bit of trouble with the trapdoor there, well... Yep, that can happen. That's the first time I've seen that particular death, actually, but... But what you are supposed to do is stand clear of that thing when it opens, and now you can use it just fine. I guess it's a big drop, I don't know. Yeah, it is. Looks kinda like the end of Hybrid Heaven under the spaceship, I have to say, but now that we've escaped the dungeon, I guess. The heating system was constructed in the year of our master 132,264 PQ. And a bag of thin and stretchy material lies on the ground, so let us collect it. Will you comment on the background? Well, this is a long cavern corridor, yeah. The descriptions in this game, a lot of them are surprisingly laconic. This is a creature of the caves. I'm surprised we managed to stop the freeze time in time to get the description for that thing. But indeed, I think there's another death coming up here, actually. Bit of a memorable one, too. No, it's in the next room, never mind. And on the floor we have a piece of quartz. Has many uses, so I understand. Okay, here we go. Yeah, if we just try to cross this room here, we will see this thing appear. A cave dweller. They have razor-sharp teeth and unpredictable stalking behavior, so let's just carry on. And what is it? Takes our leg, or part of it anyway, which results in instant death. So let's deal with it the only way we know how, really. Hello. Yep, there we go. We actually have to punch it to death. But it's kind of difficult to do so because it's so short, so we need to duck as we do it. think that's it for this room, though, as far as useful stuff goes. So now we've ended up here in the room with the big dopey skull, the smell decor here. A big hole in the background which we can't get to. And a steaming pipe. So can you figure out what we're supposed to do here? Well, we have a set of keys from the prison, a bucket, a pepper shaker, and a paddle ball, a bag, and a piece of quartz. Yeah. Well, obviously what we do is take the bag, which, as you might recall, was made of stretchy material, and yep, intuitive puzzles here. Well, it does live up to the Shadowgate brand of bullshit puzzles, but well, that's it for our bag. Now if we need to backtrack, we need to use this elevator here. But I don't think we need to. Oh, yep, we're back in this room with the, what was it called, Molnir? Yeah. And there's also a sapphire, I think. Yep, a blue gem. A sapphire with 1 P. That's not how you spell that, champ, but don't think we get a hint for how to kill this guy. But we do have the means to do it, yeah. But what we are supposed to do is not waste time and... Hello? Okay, maybe we can only do it when he's standing still. Yeah, I guess I better leave and come back then. Before he notices us. You spray the pepper on it. Which apparently kills it. I really don't know how you're supposed to know to do that, but that's how you deal with that guy. Alternatively, you can just walk past him, but you can miss the sapphire. So let's not do that. I don't know if you can walk off the... no, it doesn't let you walk off the cliff here, surprisingly. There's a little ledge here. Is there anything we can do here? No, I don't think so. I guess it's just for decoration. Don't know why they even bothered to build that little staircase there if it doesn't lead anywhere. So over here we got this next obstacle, a giant mushroom. And if we try to walk past it, we end up in its clutches. So how do we get past this guy? Well, you see this pipe up here that's kind of hot to the touch, kind of steaming, and it's very sort of blending into the background so that you can very conceivably miss it. Well, we use ourselves on it. You know, we're supposed to know that Prince Erik can jump that high, and now it's just a harmless retracted mushroom. Oh, bats, look. What happens if we look at the bats? I'm a bat, I'm a bat. That's nice. It's probably the least laconic description in this game, and that's kind of surprising considering how many of them there are. So making it past the bat screen, let's acknowledge the lava flow. And let's have a... okay. That I was not expecting, I have to say. I didn't remember how that played out. I think we need to see that one more time, actually. Yep, just gonna carefully step over the lava here. Nope, my face is gonna catch on fire first. And instantly followed by the rest of my body. So how do we deal with lava, which is probably hot enough to melt metal? Obviously we use our bucket to plug the hole that the lava's coming from. Yep. That is indeed how we deal with things. You know, that bucket's gonna hold that lava back forever. That's kind of an amazingly strong bucket for it to do that, but... We're almost to the end of the caves, I think, too. Yeah, this music signifies the presence of someone else here. It's this guy. The bridge troll. This cave is brighter than the others, indeed. He's got green skin, and he has a bored look on his face. Hey, Shrek, how's it going?
Good day. Are you the keeper of the bridge?
It's my bridge, all right.
Awfully
Nobody
polite.
passes until they pay me. I watch the bridge all the time, day and night. That's my job, watching the bridge. Don't have anything else to do, just the bridge, watching it.
Yeah, bit of a subtle hint there as to what to do. So there's actually 3 ways to get past this guy. Well, we could also try just walking past him. Except the game doesn't allow us to do that. And indeed, he takes a swing at you every time you try to do that. Which might quickly result in death. So no, we can't just walk past the guy. We can either follow his advice of paying him, this time with the sapphire. Hello. Which he eats. Or we could help him solve the problem of his boredom by giving him the paddle ball. Or, you know, we could just do it the old-fashioned way and just punch him once, which causes him to do that. Trolls are very sensitive indeed. And since this is the way that involves losing nothing from our inventory, I think I'm gonna take it. So now we're out of caves and out into the mountain. The ledge high in the hills, getting closer to the sort of hub of the world map actually. Got a bridge. Is there any risk in crossing the bridge? Looks like it should hold the weight of a human. So on this next screen we have this guys, this screaming young wyverns. They don't really do anything, but we can, I think, punch them out. Maybe if we leave the screen and come back. Just gotta wait for them to come back though. They should appear sooner than later. There we go. So yeah, even though they don't really do anything, we can kill them. Which I'm sure is a great idea, considering how they're stated to be young wyverns. We can also go near their nest and watch as a shadow approaches us. And if we let it catch us, we get killed by the mother wyvern. Run through the tail at that. It's pretty gory, I have to say, but none of the deaths in this game are like that, so let's not punch out the wyverns. Because we do need something from the nest area to complete the game. See, now that they're alive, the mother doesn't want to kill us anymore. And they do have a serpent idol on their nest, so why not? Let's take the serpent idol. Nothing else here though. Maybe if we examine this. Yep, we are told explicitly that apparently this is a wyvern nest. Don't know where the rest of them are, but we got what we came for. So let's proceed. I think we have to go right here. Don't recall what's over to the other side, but I don't think it's anything that we need to concern ourselves with just yet. So we got a bridge with some stone gargoyles, which actually I think signifies the something. If we head over here, we get this beautifully animated nasty snake and a ritual to a temple, that is a shrine to something evil, maybe could be Sathagua, I don't know. But we're too slow to reach the snake, so I don't think there's any death involving the snake that's programmed into the game. There's also a sort of prairie lizard here, a harmless creature in the inner city area, which just sort of wanders off once we get to this part of the screen. And here we go. So now we've made it to the town. And the theme which we're hearing on it right now, it's not quite as bad as the King's Quest V town theme, but it will get slightly grating after a little while. Spoiler alert. Well, at least it doesn't play on every screen. Right now we got this Frank guy. Apparently he's known for his guitar playing, but not for his bathing skills. I wish he would stop playing the same two notes over and over again, though. Well, three if you count the first one in the little strum he's doing, but...
Well, hey, just standing here doing my thing. Actually, I've been working on a song about a lost temple out in the woods. Don't seem to be able to get the melody quite right, though. Just have to keep at it.
An old temple out in the woods, you say? That's really interesting. No die. No repercussions for doing that, by the way. So let's check out the rest of the town. Yep, it is the wonder of voice acting. Hello, Ambushbug. So in this plaza we got this female guard. We can try talking to her, I think.
I've heard there are bandits on the roads, so when you leave the city you should keep careful watch.
Thanks for the warning.
There are indeed bandits on the roads. I don't know if they're gonna be a threat to us. So now that she's delivered her warning to us, clearly there's no purpose for her anymore, right? Nope. She's way stronger than that other guy. There's actually no way to kill this person. So let's go ahead and not try to punch her out. If we take a look around, we'll find this temple. I think we can go inside, yeah. This is a TurboGrafx CD game. I think that's the correct name of the thing that this was released on. And apparently we can comment on the priestess's appearance and talk to her too. Oh.
Good day, priestess.
Ah, it's the young prince. My, you're the image of your father when he was a young man. I am Margareta, priestess of this Temple of the Dawn, where mysteries of the ages reside in harmony. I knew your father very well, and I have grieved over the terrible end that befell him. But you can mete out justice to the evil ones who terrorize the kingdom. With the courage of your father and the wisdom of your ancestors, you can defeat them, Erik. I have here the pendant of the elements, the sign of the line of kings, a symbol of harmony. It may save you from an evil spirit in some dark hour, and will help you gain entrance to Shadowgate. Here, take it.
Oh boy. Yep, we just received this pendant of the elements, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. From this priestess. Also, hello, Senrit. I don't think I've ever seen you in a stream chat. Nice of you to drop by. I'm pretty sure, you know, there's still, even though Mike is kind of retired or not able to do streams regularly as he did, there's still a few people that do so, including myself, Ambushbug, and Default, to name a few, but, you know, welcome. And also, now that we received the pendant of the element from this woman, we can, in fact, gently shove her, which causes her to die. Hello, Zero. Oh, did you already do that? Well, excuse me for just a moment as I quickly trek into the forums, you know, excuse the glitched up music that suddenly started sounding. Oh boy. Because I have the window on focus, that's why the music sounds like this suddenly, because I'm looking at the forums, where apparently something new has happened. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm glad I have save state with the way things are sounding like right now. Oh boy. Yep. Well, I know what I'll be showing in a while. Apparently I'm the world's classiest. Okay. Yeah, let's ignore that horrible cacophony ever came. And, you know, repeat our murder of that woman. Yeah, you thought the town music was bad. Well, I guess it can be made worse than the town music from King's Quest V. So in the background here we get a pet shop and a leather shop. Some of these shops we'll never go into. Also, Mike, I started like 47 minutes ago. Okay, wait a moment. We need to mute the music to listen to this wonderful man's ramblings. Belizar. Boo. Castle. Evil, huh? Snakeman.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah, well, I think we've gotten all the information we needed from this gentleman. Evil, Balthazar, Snakeman, and Castle, why not? Also, I don't appreciate this guy booing that other guy, so we can in fact punch him out. And, you know, walk away with no repercussion. That's kind of a theme in this game. Very kind of. Also, you might notice a castle in the background there. Castle Gwynenthel. Yep, Snakeman. How do we approach if we are greeted by this very interesting sight? A demon posted here to secure the castle. This demon has very big anime eyes, but if we approach it, we will most certainly not have anything happen to us. If we try to punch it out, though, we stand back as it sears our flesh into oblivion. So let's not go to the castle yet. I don't think we can ever get back into the castle during this game, actually. Indeed, if we go this way, we end up over here, where there's a young urchin, a pack beast, which reminds us of our great aunt, and if we talk to the urchin...
Guess what? I'm big enough to ride that pack beast right there if I want to.
I'm sure you can, and I bet you're a good rider, too.
Yes, and if monsters come to our town, I'll just jump on that beast and ride away before they can get me. But right now, I'm gonna go get some candy.
Yeah, so that was a very useful conversation. So now she's gone, but we can't really do anything with the pack beast, I don't think. So that was more for flavor than anything, I guess. Also, we got a couple of interest points in the street. We got a mystic shop, we got this place, the gem merchant shop, we got a guy, a homeless guy in the alley. Let's go into the gem merchant shop, why not? And look at this guy who looks kind of like a bulldog, or a boar, I don't know, without the snout. Apparently diamonds are his best friend. He's got a painting of him done by his grandchild. Looks pretty true to life. A glass case of many beautiful gems and a large display case. So if we talk to him...
Welcome to Charlie's House of Gems. You got a gem you want to sell, I'm your guy. The fairest gem trader in the kingdom. Ask anybody.
Well, I'm sure you are. And as it happens, we do have a gem to sell. We have this sapphire that we got in the caves.
Now, that's not a bad one. Not bad at all. Here's some shiny new gold for it.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Yep. So, for our trouble, we got 2 gold coins. That sounds like a fair deal. A sapphire for 2 gold coins. So now that we're armed with money, I think now we can head into the mystic shop and get a few hints from this woman. She sees reality through a different lens. I wonder if this could be the crystal ball, which is more like a whiteness gradient than anything actually solid. Also crystals for some reason, which probably are recycled graphic from the caves, but who knows. So let me see. If we just talk to her, what does she say?
I am a mystic, and I talk to the spirits every day. They're speaking now, but you must have the power to hear them. You can enhance that power with a small monetary offering.
Also, later Lizard, I did see that apparently you're gonna be absent for a while, so I guess I'll be seeing you whenever you do get back. Probably miss you on some of these streams, but I've just been informed by this mystic that we can basically pay her to tell us the future, so let's do that. Oh god.
I see a small idol in the shape of a serpent. If you find it, you must return it to its origin. A cool, damp place where a serpent would be comfortable. Do this, and you will be one step closer to your destiny.
Destiny. Yeah, it basically tells us to get this serpent idol to a cold, damp place where it belongs. We can keep paying her.
The spirits say that a young prince, you, will bring together the kingdom of your father as you bring together the pieces of the staff of ages of your royal ancestors.
I see.
Together, broken. I'm so very sleepy. I must sleep.
Okay, that wasn't really useful information, so I'm gonna go ahead and rewind time to back when I had both of my gold pieces. So basically I got that information for free. Ain't I a slick one? Because we will actually need all of these gold pieces to get more useful items in the near future, but also something that might not be very obvious is this, that we can go into this back alley here behind the house. There's a missing cat and a small reward, an empty barrel, a window that leads into a house, and we just held a cry for help, so why not? Let's head inside. Oh boy. Yep, this is where the cries come from. Apparently this woman has fallen and she can't get up. She's not too steady on her feet. Small and fragile too. And she's got a thick book. We cannot manipulate the thick book, but we can help her out.
Let me help you.
Oh, why, thank you, young man. And here's some gold for helping out an old lady. You know when you get old, the vertigo gets you. You lean to the right and the old body just keeps going. I'm so glad you came along to help me.
It was no trouble at all.
Yeah, so for helping out that old woman, we got another gold piece. That's awfully generous of her. Also, we can still acknowledge this book. So why not? Let's see what's up with the book.
What's this?
What could possibly go wrong with this?
That's my family album. Let me show it to you.
Oh boy.
In this album are pictures of all my relatives, beginning way back with my great Aunt Ophelia. You see? Here she is on her wedding day. My, wasn't she beautiful?
Oh
I
man.
remember when she used to take me on long walks in the meadow. And my, just look at this dashing young man. That's my Arthur. The day he came to our cottage to ask for my hand. Oh, wasn't he something? And you see, there's my little dog Ruffy. He was my favorite friend as a little girl. And there's Uncle Horace and Cousin Charles and Sister Ruth.
Well, I don't know.
And great Aunt Matilda with her pet goose.
And
my friend Beatrice on my father's horse. Now, that horse usually liked the men more than the ladies, and one day he nearly threw Beatrice over the high prickly hedge out by the meadow, but
we can't get the end of the story because we're dead. So let's not talk about that book. Let's just get out of here the way we came. Graceful as always. And let's completely ignore that area for the rest of the game. I think now that we have 3 gold pieces, we can get all the information from the Mystic though. So let me quickly backtrack and do that. Because we got 2 hints from her earlier, but we can get 1 more if I recall. Don't know if you have to get them in a certain order or if it's random. Let's find out. We've heard that one.
The spirits say that a young prince, you, will bring together the kingdom of your father as you bring together the...
Yeah, we've had this one too. Should be 1 more though.
You will have many children and live to a ripe old age. So very sleepy, I must sleep.
Okay, so pretty much the only hint that's actually useful is the first one. And the rest is just flavor dialogue, pretty much. But that doesn't really matter now, since we're not going to go back there. Got a shop with an unreadable sign, a curio shop, a tavern. I think if we go to the left here, we end up back in the first street, yeah. This is where we came into the town. So we've gone full circle. And if we head over to the right here, we'll find this man with a pipe, who's deep in thought. So what if we interrogate him?
Good day, young man. You must be new to this countryside. Well, you've come on a fine day, or it would be. Except it seems something isn't quite right. Just this afternoon, for example, I saw our former King's Aide Belazar with the young Princess Elizabeth, and she appeared distraught. I just don't know what to make of it. Strange happenings in our fair land.
Strange happenings? You mean the monarchic society of courtesans and such? What's unfair to women sometimes? That's a big shocker. So for your ignorance, you get this. I'm sure everyone will love us by the end, given how many people we've murdered over the course of the game. And down in the docks here we have... Oops, a feather. Dropped by a pelican. That'll come in useful very, very later in the game. And there's also a box turtle. Don't know what makes a box turtle special, but why not? Let's pick it up. We are now the proud owners of a turtle. Hooray. Yeah, once you kill a character too, they don't come back, so you have to know what you're doing. Now let's head into the tavern. First, let me see. Try something out. I don't think I've done this before, but there's two things you can get as dialogue from this character.
Rosebud.
Okay, never mind. So there's a little something I missed back here. I don't really see how a turtle could make it from the sea to a dock, for instance. I could see it more on a beach, but a dock's a bit weird. I thought I could get another bit of dialogue too if I didn't talk to this guy, because he kind of gives you a hint. But now let's talk to him.
If you get the secret password in the dungeons, tell it to the bartender.
Yeah, we did get the secret password. It was Rosebud. So now we automatically tell it to the bartender whenever we talk to her. But within the bar we get this guy. Could be the same guy that we rescued from the dungeon, I don't know, he looks very similar. A guy who's happy to be here. Apparently he loves whiskey and rum, and we won't find out anything else from him. If you talk to this guy though.
I'll bet I have the fastest turtle in the kingdom. A gold piece to anybody whose turtle can beat mine. Come on, who's gonna take me on?
Oh, box turtles are land turtles. Not to be pedantic, but aren't land turtles usually known as tortoises, or tortoises, I don't know how you pronounce that too well. So this guy's challenged us to a turtle race, so why not?
I'll bet I have the fastest turtle in the kingdom. A gold piece to anybody whose turtle can beat mine. Come on, who's gonna take me on?
I'll take you on. I have a turtle.
Where's your gold?
Here's my gold.
Okay, let's race.
So we've put down a piece of gold on our turtle being faster than that other one, even though it's asleep. So this can only go well.
Go! Go!
Yep. It's going great so far.
Go!
Yeah, better you weren't expecting that. Also, we've gone quiet. I guess our turtles are gone forever.
Ah, looks like my turtle won. I'll take that gold now.
I don't know what happened to that turtle. Here's your gold.
So we've got an extra gold piece now. We should have 4 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. For winning the turtle race. And here's the bartender we were told to speak to with the password. No, let's do so now.
Yes, Rosebud.
We are members of the Cal Torlin Underground, and we meet here when we think it's safe. We know you didn't kill your father, Prince Erik. We know it was a plot by Belazar to gain power. His evil henchmen are everywhere, and people are afraid. He's been asking a lot of questions about Shadowgate.
Oh boy, Shadowgate. That game from 1987. I don't know. It was very notorious for the number of the deaths in it, but yeah, that's all we're gonna get from that woman. Pretty much all we're gonna get is that apparently Belazar, who had us imprisoned, wants to know about Shadowgate. I wonder what that could possibly mean. So only one place in town we haven't visited, and it's this place, the curio shop.
I'm Leo, and you're in Leo's curio shop. Want some extra gold to line your pockets? I have a magic box here, and I want you to take it to the sage in the woods. He'll give you a note, and you bring the note back to me. You do that for me, and I'll pay you.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, so we get an opportunity for some extra gold. We can bring this box that we just got to the sage in the woods, who we won't be meeting for a while. But we get an odd feeling about whatever's inside it. We will, however, be able to look at this stuff. A squeak toy, a comb for coarse hair, and a ball of yarn.
So, like the name implies, my shop's full of curiosities, and you can have any of them for a price. Except the furnishings, of course. Let's see. Today I can offer you a ball of magic yarn, a special comb for coarse hair and such, and a squeaky toy mouse.
Yep, so obviously we want all of these things, so let's use our gold to purchase them.
I'll bet you had something like that when you were just a little kid. It's a squeak toy. Sounds just like a real mouse, doesn't it? Looks like one, too. 1 piece of gold for it.
I'll take it. Here's your gold.
Yep. We're now the proud owners of a squeak toy. Also, I struggle with the menu sometimes because it's got a kind of a weird control scheme, because there's 3 buttons. You use one of them to do actions, you use one of them to open and close the inventory, and you use one of them to cycle through the actions. So it's kind of cumbersome sometimes.
Ah, now that's a special comb for coarse hair, like beards, for example. You got a beard with tangles in it, that comb will get 'em out quick as a wink. It'll cost you a gold coin.
I don't know what I'd need it for, but I'll buy it, just in case.
Yep, spoken like a true adventure game hero. So there's only one thing left to buy, and it seems like the most useful thing of all, oddly enough.
That there is a ball of the yarn of Ariadne, which is a special magic yarn. Felines especially like playing with it. Calms their nerves. It'll be 1 gold coin.
That's a fair price. I'll take it.
I don't think that came out like you expected, Senorith. But, yeah, now that we bought out that guy... Yeah, this is the only, those are the only 3 items we will be able to get from that shop, but... I think that's pretty much it for the town right now. So let's go ahead over to the west now. Because there is another part of the cliff area that we haven't explored yet. Also, there might be something new popping up on the screen, I don't remember. Oh yeah, there is. It's a tiger. And it will kill us very swiftly. And I didn't save back on the previous screen. I might as well. I didn't even show the death thing that's supposed to show up after the tiger kills us, so I'll do that now, But yeah, there are, much like with a lot of things in this game, there's 2 ways to deal with the tiger. First though, let us get the full death, as we're meant to, as we bleed out on the ground. And now, we can, I think, use our magic yarn that we bought to distract the tiger. And get well, that pretty much gets rid of it forever. Oh, that's the only use that the yarn has in the game, but let's be a cheapskate and do this the old-fashioned way, I think. Yeah, there we go. We only need to punch it once. And no more tiger. We have that much power in our fists. We can punch out a tiger. People play this, indeed. I don't know if they ever finished it without, like, help, but people did indeed play this, it seems. Is there anything on this cliff? I forget. I don't think there is. I bet it's Fist of the North Star, that it is. Don't think we have the thing that we can we need for this screen though. So let me see, is there anything we can do up to the north here? Because if not, I fear I might have missed something. Yeah, I think... oh, never mind. There is something here. It's a crank. There we go. Didn't remember that this was here. So let us, now that we do have the crank, we can in fact go this way. Because if you notice, if we try going to the right here, there is a very incomplete bridge, which doesn't connect the path to the other ledge. But over on this side, there is a small slot in the wall, which appears threaded for something, maybe this crack that we just got. Just a couple screens away too. Yep. So it can be quite animated, but that did extend the bridge. Which means we can now cross into this cave with water near it. Nope, it's just CQC all the time. You don't get weapons in this game. You're a hermit. Apparently you could benefit from a bathtub.
Excuse me? Hello? Where am I? Oh, who are you? How did you get here? By the bridge? Then you must have the crank they took from me. Have you the crank? If you will give it to me, I have something for you.
So let's be a nice guy and give back the crank, so that this guy can in fact come and go from his home.
I've given you a foreign language phrase book. If you meet someone you can't understand, try looking in this book for the words you need. I'm so glad you happened upon me here. I prefer to live alone, but I do need to get out now and again to dig for roots or collect wyvern eggs. Yes, yes, I'm a happy hermit now.
Well, I'll be going now. Thank you for the phrase book.
So apparently this guy eats wyvern eggs, and he's fallen right back to sleep. Don't know how he's managed to survive this long without getting hunted by a pissed off wyvern mother, but that doesn't matter anyway because we're here. And you know what that means. We got what we wanted from him, so we have no further use for him. That's a pretty Machiavellian way to do things for Prince Erik, but you know. It's just the way he does things, I suppose. So having acquired that phrase book, let's check out what's over on this part of the world, why not? The answer being a stone bridge. I'm surprised this thing can stand like this with no supports, but this one is pretty much the only one that I've seen. Generally, bridges need like supports to be able to stand for any real period of time. So we're on the other side of this bridge. We've got a village on fire. We can ignore it, but we shouldn't because there is something in there that we will need. So let's be the hero and go into the village to rectify things. There's a reason why I saved state just now. Yep. Pretty bad shape this place is in. It's because of these guys. The Marauders. Which carry bagpipe bow weapons, which do that. Well, let's get killed by them. Yep, it's a one-shot kill. This is going to be this is as bullshit as it looks like. So the way we do deal with these guys is we approach them carefully. Oh, and sort of try to beat them like that. Oh, yeah, pump action crossbow, I guess. Oh god. Yeah, this is gonna take this might take a while with the way this thing moves and attacks, but we can corner it. Oh god. Yeah, I keep getting overzealous on how soon I can do things. But we are supposed to you know, we can just walk past these guys, but the thing is, if we do that, we will, in fact, get killed by them. Well, not get killed by them necessarily, but okay, he will not go any further than that point. So that's pretty much my cue to start the punching out when he gets to that part of the screen. Because they don't want to be near you. That's kind of a mania that they have. Oh. Oh god. Well, we got 2 hits in. That's something at least, I should say. Oh. Okay, wait, I was slightly misaligned. Gee, well, we were for a moment, but then we weren't anymore. There we go. Fortunately though, it only takes 4 hits to kill those guys. So, Marauder number 1 exterminated. Don't worry though, there's more to come. You can see one of them taking a reptile raider. Well, wonder if that could be a reference to the snakeman we heard the mad guy mention. Maybe. But not much else to look at on this screen, other than the guy kidnapping that family. On this screen though, we got a fatally wounded knight and a severed arm. Can't talk to the guy, but...
Farewell, friends and country.
Yep, farewell, friends and country is what this guy says. And unfortunately we'll have to have another one of these guys. Oh god. With a flamethrower. So it's time for a repeat performance of that. I might as well show this off now. If we try to pick up this severed arm, it wanders off like that. Oops. Shoot. Oops. Might have pressed something I didn't intend to, but... yeah, that's how this technology in ye old medieval times of Shadowgate. Oh, come on. Pretty sure... Jesus Christ. The AI on this guy is way more than I would expect from something of this era. Oh, almost had him. Just need to adjust my trajectory slightly. Oh, almost had him again. Oh. Oh god. Okay, get 2 hits in, then flee. Or just do this. There we go, dead. So that takes care of the 2 evil lizard men that show up on the screen. I got a guy with his torso on fire. That's one way to go out. And over here we do have the a young mother and son tied up together, and their daughter. So let's be heroic and save these guys, why not? Which nets us that, you know, we murder some people for doing nothing, but these guys we have to save. Since they're being oppressed by the evil alien people. Also this screen. If we didn't kill both of the alien guys before, they would have showed up here, and we would have had to fight both of them at once. That's how you speak.
Let's see. Young man, you have done us a great service today, and we are very grateful.
Demonico me loro, executio velaggio, si existo yuo.
These evil demons would have killed us all had it not been for you.
Meoro gifto, magico paipo, summono spirito, approximo verdo.
That's how Italian works.
I'm giving you some enchanted pipes which you can use to call the fairies in the druid wood.
Yeah, that's totally what that means. Sommono Hado Vero Italiano, I don't know. Seemed like a horrible parody of Italian to me, but... But the thing is, we're pretty much done here now. We saved the village from being completely destroyed. And thanks to our wonderful phrasebook we got from the hermit guy, we, oh wait.
Erik, dear son, Balazar has taken Elizabeth out of the city, and even now he boasts to her of his evil plans for her. Although he hasn't harmed her yet, I fear this will change when they reach their destination. Through her thoughts I see a deep forest and a mountain range beyond. Hurry, my son. I will continue to try to reach her, and will tell you when I know more.
Yeah, I heard this guy's gonna be played by Ian McKellen in the movie version. No, but... Yeah, the plot thickens. Apparently Balazar is on the move.